Good afternoon, everybody. This is your Coach Renz, and today what I want to do is I want you to understand even deeper about my message yesterday about dying of self, that you got to die every day. You know, Will Smith has said that every day when he gets on the treadmill, if you get on a treadmill competing against him, that he is going to die on that treadmill before he lets you beat him. Either he's going to win or he's going to die on that treadmill trying to win. And that's another aspect of dying of yourself every day. Those things about you that's holding you back, those issues, those vices, those habits that are keeping you from mastering you, from becoming the best you that you can possibly be. You got to die from them every day. You know, there was a merchant. There was a merchant in India, and this merchant, he decided that he was going to go to Africa and he wanted to find some other, wares. And while he was there in Africa, he looked up into the rainforest and he saw hundreds and hundreds of these talking parrots. And he thought, wow, that's cool. And I think I want to take one of these back as a pet. So he spent a little time and he captured one of the parrots. So he took the parrot home and back to India, and he fed the parrot well. He put the parrot in his cage, and the parrot got along in his cage. He fed him, he took care of him, made sure that nothing got after him. And then after some time, he was getting ready to go back to Africa, and he asked his parrot, he said, I'm going back to Africa, back to the rainforest from whence you came. And the question is, what would you like to tell them? Is there a message that I can deliver for you? So the parrot tells the merchant, say, yes, can you let them know that I'm here in my cage and I'm happy in my cage, and I'm taken care of and I'm fed pretty well, and just let them know that I'm doing fine in my cage. So the merchant goes back and he finds the rainforest and he finds all the talking parrots. And he gives the message. He tells the parrots, he said, I have a message from your friend that I took away from you so long ago. He's doing well in his cage, and he's fed well and taken care of. He delivered that message. And then one of the parrots in the trees, his eyes swelled up with tears, and boom, he fell to his death. So the merchant thought that maybe after hearing about the parrot in this cage, that he was close to that parrot, and that he was so distraught that the sadness killed him. So then he goes back home, and he gets back to India, and he goes to the parrot. He said, well, when I told them of your message, one of those parrots, his eyes swelled up with tears, and then he keeled over and died. So at hearing this, the parrot in the cage, his pet, heard the news. His eyes swelled up, and he kneeled over, and he died. And the owner of the merchant felt like, well, maybe hearing about his friend is what killed him. So he took the parrot out of his cage and took him outside and threw him on the trash heap. And when he threw him on the trash heap, immediately the parrot flew up, and it flew up into the trees. And the merchant said, why did you trick me? Why did you do this? Why did you act like you were dead? And he said, that parrot in the jungle gave me a message. And that message was, if I wanted my freedom, that I had to die first to get my freedom. If you're being kept a slave by debt, then you got to die of self, of overspending. If you're being kept the slave of not having enough money, then you have to die of that mentality that keeps you just doing the same thing, trying to beg for somebody else to give you an increase in pay, and you just have to birth out a life that says that you're going to do it on your own, that you're going to start your company, or you're going to make yourself more valuable to the market. If you're having issues in any aspect of your life, then you have to die of the behavior, the mentality, the life that creates the current life that you have, and then give yourself the opportunity to birth that person who deserves and who's willing to go get that life. It's not always easy, but it's possible. It's not always easy, but it's possible. And what we're going to do is that soon I will give you an opportunity to learn a few additional techniques and go through a workshop program to be able to die of your old self, so that you can be reborn into the new you, into the you that you deserve, into the master of you. So you have a great day. This is Mastering You. This is Uncle Renz. This is Coach Renz. My greatness is non-negotiable, and so is yours.